Hello there, welcome back to my channel. We're still on errors in using modifiers. And there are two types of errors, and what are these? First, we have misplaced modifiers and dangling modifiers. Now, another example of a misplaced modifier. I showed my dog to the veterinarian with fleas. Now, your modifier here is with fleas. It is placed beside the, the, the word veterinarian would mean that it is the veterinarian which is or who is infected with fleas. But to correct the sentence, it should be I showed my dog with fleas to the veterinarian. So we were able to check and place the correct modifier to the word modified to make our sentence clearer. Now for dangling modifier, we use dangling modifier when the introductory clause that doesn't logically refer to the rest of the sentence. After eating dinner, who is eating after dinner? We. So put the leftovers away. So dangling modifiers happen when the word modified is not found in the sentence or if the subject is not the word modified but that particular modifier. So after eating dinner gives us more detail about when we put the leftovers away. Now, so we is the subject, and the subject is always first after the introductory clause. Another example here. To lose weight, this is your introductory modifier. To be specific, infinitive phrase. The subject is fats. Who is going to lose weight? Is it fats? Now, to lose weight does not modify the subject fats. It should be another one. So, therefore, the word modified is not found in the sentence itself. So, how can we check dangling modifier? You would say, to lose weight, I should not eat fats every day. Now, this happens also when the main sentence is in the passive voice. So this one is the passive voice, and you have there the introductory modifier, infinitive phrase to be specific. Now we change this sentence, main sentence, into an active voice to correct dangling modifier. So that's one way of doing it. Now this time, let's have a quick test. Now, what you're going to do is, in the items that follow, choose the sentence in which the modifiers are correctly placed. So, from the three sentences, check or give me the letter which is free from dangling or misplaced. In short, the correct sentence. No misplaced, no dangling. Are you ready? Get your paper and pencil and let us try this exercise. Okay, item number 1. Which sentence has a dangling or misplaced modifier? Is it A, sitting on the top shelf of the refrigerator, Desmond saw mom's pristine birthday cake? Is it letter B, Desmond, sitting on the top shelf of the refrigerator, saw mom's pristine birthday cake? Or letter C, sitting on the top shelf of the refrigerator, mom's pristine birthday cake caught Desmond's attention? Mhm. Which one is the correct answer? The answer is letter. You are correct. It's letter C. Now, who is sitting on top of the shelf of the refrigerator? It's not Desmond, but rather it's the cake. The subject here is cake, so therefore this is the one being modified by our introductory modifier. So the answer is letter C. How about item number 2. Is it A, is it B, or is it letter C? Which sentence is correct? No misplace, no dangling. Is it A, loudly slurping the bowl of hot soup, Derek's impolite behavior annoyed the other diner patrons? As Derek loudly slurped the bowl of hot soup, his impolite behavior annoyed the other diner patrons. Patrons. Loudly slurping the hot soup, the other diner patrons were annoyed by Derek's impolite behavior. Can you tell me which one is correct? The answer is letter B. Now, if you notice for number 1, who is loudly slurping the bowl of hot soup, the subject here is behavior. Derek's and impolite, they are adjectives. Remember, the subject must be a noun or a pronoun. Now, this modifier at the beginning of a sentence, of course, modifies the subject behavior, which is wrong. It's not the behavior loudly slurping the bowl of hot soup. Same also with letter C. Loudly slurping the hot soup, it's not the diner patrons. The patrons is your subject. This is not the word modified. It was Derek, but Derek here is in a form of a possessive adjective. Therefore, it's not your subject. So, what we did, we changed this participial phrase into an adverbial clause. As Derek loudly slurped the bowl of hot soup, his impolite behavior annoyed the other diner patrons, which is correct. Number 3, let's do it. Are you following? Okay, number 3. Of course, here, sad to say, I've given you already the answer. Seated by the window, Barbara munched popcorn on the long bus ride home. So if you notice, we have here the modifier seated by the window. Who is seated by the window? It's Barbara, not popcorn. Not popcorn here. Seated by the window on the long bus ride home. This is placed after the word popcorn. In short, this is the word modified, which is wrong. Therefore, the correct answer is letter A. Number 4. Which sentence is free from misplaced and dangling modifier? Letter A. Rosalind struggled up the 3 flights of stairs in her new jeans, which were too tight for comfort. Letter B. Too tight for comfort, Rosalind struggled up the 3 flights of stairs in her new jeans. Letter C. In her new jeans, Rosalind struggled up 3 flights of stairs, which were too tight for comfort. Now let us analyze the following sentences. Which one is correct? But before that, let us first identify which is correct. The correct answer is letter A. Why letter A? What is your modifier here? Which were too tight for comfort. Too tight for comfort? Which were too tight for comfort. Now, if you look at letter C, which were too tight for comfort refers to stairs. Too tight for comfort refers to Rosalind. That is the word modified. Same also here, stairs. And for letter A, which were too tight for comfort, is placed beside the word jeans. So in short, this is the word modified. Now, if you try to analyze which were too tight for comfort, does it refer to stair? Does the word stairs? No. Therefore, this one is wrong. How about letter B?
Does it refer to Rosalind? No. That's why letter A is correct, because which were too tight for comfort, the word modified is jeans. And how about for number 5? Number 5, which one is correct? Letter B. What is your word modified? Twisting in the strong wind. Twisting in the strong wind. And then we have here twisting in the wind. No, refers to we, refers to trees, and then this one refers to wind. If you notice, it refers to trees. That's why it's the correct answer. Let's do item number 6. Is it letter A, applying red toenail paint? Will asked Rhonda if she could interrupt her beauty regimen to go to the mall. B. Will asked Rhonda, who was applying red toenail paint, if she could interrupt her beauty regimen to go to the mall. Or is it letter C? Will asked if Rhonda could interrupt her beauty regimen to go to the mall, which was applying red toenail paint. Question is, what is your modifier here?
Yes, you're correct. Applying red toenail paint. We also have who was applying red toenail paint. And then lastly, you have which was applying red toenail paint. Now, what word is being referred to by this modifier? Well, based on that one, you can tell me already the correct answer. And the correct answer is letter... Yes, you are correct. It's letter B. Now here, for letter B, it is actually Rhonda. The direct object Rhonda was the one who was applying red toenail paint. So this clause modifier is being placed after the word Rhonda. While letter B, it's not Will. And letter C, it's not the mall. Therefore, that is why letter B is the correct answer. I hope you were able to check and revise and make sure to place your modifier correctly before the word modified. Thank you so much for listening. See you again on my next video. I hope you're going to master eliminating misplaced and dangling modifiers. Bye!